Millard Fillmore was born on January 7, 1800 in New York, and served as the 13th President of the United States. In 1849, he was serving as a congressman from New York when he heard that President Zachary Taylor had died suddenly. As the next in line of presidential succession, Fillmore was sworn in as the 13th president on July 9, 1850. Even though he'd never been elected president, Fillmore was no stranger to politics. He was well respected by his peers and considered a moderate on the issue of slavery. When Southern congressmen wanted him to back a slavery amendment, Fillmore said no and pushed for compromises instead. The Fugitive Slave Act was a big deal. It forced escaped slaves to be returned to their owners, even from free states, and many in the North were furious about it. But Fillmore believed that it was necessary to keep the Union together. In the end, the Compromise of 1850 passed, and it did manage to stave off a civil war for a few more years. It also tanked Fillmore's popularity, and his party skipped him for re-election in 1852. He then went on to lose the 1856 election as the candidate of the anti-immigrant Know Nothing Party. Despite the controversy surrounding his support of the Fugitive Slave Act, Fillmore's presidency was not without its accomplishments. In addition to the Compromise of 1850, he also signed into law the first patent for a process to make steel more durable. He also appointed the first woman to the U.S. Patent Office, his wife, Abigail Powers Fillmore, and established the Smithsonian Institution. Though often forgotten, Millard Fillmore's presidency is an important reminder of the deep divisions that were tearing the country apart and would eventually erupt into civil war. So why is he important? He's important because, even though he was never elected president, he did serve a term as president. Yes, also important because he was a moderate who tried to compromise with both sides on the issue of slavery, and in doing so, alienated both the North and the South. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about the presidents of the United States, stay tuned for more information.